In this video, I want to talk about dealing with perfectionism. And perfectionism is something that I believe is not a unique thing to anyone. I believe there are quite a few people out there that are perfectionists. Whatever it is that they do, they want it to be perfect, whether it is their work or their art, themselves, their personal appearance. Like many things, I see perfectionism as being a scale. You can either be very extreme on the one side, or you can not really care much at all, and obviously not be too worried about how perfect something is. But I do know that this is a common challenge that people face, and I've also dealt with this challenge of wanting things to be perfect. I've also definitely learned that perfection can just get in your way. And there is a question, there are two ways of looking at this, I believe. Like, either you can say that like perfection doesn't exist, like nothing is perfect, like we'll never reach perfection, or nothing in this world is perfect, because you can always find a flaw or something negative. But the other way of looking at it, and I prefer this one, is that actually everything is perfect, even if it's not perfect. If like, I know that's a contradiction in itself, but like if you think of writing a song or painting a picture, that first version of that song or picture is perfect. It might not be the final version in terms of what you're thinking of, but that first version is perfect. If you look at an experience, or if you look at a relationship or an interaction, or whatever it is you look at, I think a lot has to be said about the value of seeing perfection in everyday life and everyday situations, because it's easy to find imperfection, but it's also an art to see the perfection in everything. And I know this is a bit weird, it might be a bit contradicting, but those are the two ways of looking at it, and I prefer choosing that latter one, where to see perfection in imperfection. I think perfection can really hold one back in terms of making progress, and I've made a separate video about progress is greater than perfection. I'll definitely link to that. I definitely recommend you check that out if this is a topic you're interested in. I've definitely learned that trying to be perfect or struggling with perfectionism is definitely a form of procrastination. In terms of putting something out there, it's easy to always wait and try and create something that's in your head perfect, and what is actually needed is just to put something out there and then improve on it. Hence, again, the progress is bigger than perfection. And not to work on something for weeks, months and years before you even show someone. Create that first version of whatever that it is and just put it out there. You can always improve on it. If you look at the great achievers in the world, you can be sure of the fact that their first version of whatever they created was not the best version that they created. So it's all about just becoming comfortable with creating and putting stuff out there, and then being open to feedback, learning and making improvements, and iterating and working rather on progress and perfections. I think in itself, wanting things to be high quality and close to perfect is not a bad thing. I think when it becomes extreme and uncontrollable in terms of holding you back, then it can become a bad thing. So don't let kind of that little voice in your head hold you back, wanting everything to be better than it is, because it is what it is right now and it's perfect. So just put it out there and work on improving it. So that's the topic for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you have any questions about this, I'm always open to have a conversation in the comments below. Definitely give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed this video. I always appreciate seeing those likes on my videos. And yeah, wishing you a great day. I'll chat to you soon. Cheers.